Hey everybody, Real Estate Ninja here. I hope you are doing great. Got news about something really interesting. It's all about psychology in the real estate market. And right now there's a news story and it's entitled, "The Housing Market." It's out of Fortune magazine. "The housing market may be at a standstill. Americans are growing more psychologically attached to their homes than ever." That's actually not true. And we're gonna go over that. And also, to everybody owns a real estate crash course, I am uploading tonight a very important whiteboard video, bonus content as I do once every 6 weeks, 8 weeks or so. Hopefully I try and get out some new content for you. Very timely, because I believe there's a head fake coming next year and it's important for you to be ready for it because I don't want you to get trapped in it. Also, real quick, sorry, it's an advertisement. If you want, for everyone watching the TV, this is the Black Friday special. It's the real estate crash course, how you can prepare right now, plus 2 bonus courses for what, $289. And one of those is called Home Seller Pro. There are a lot of people that cannot sell their home right now and they're Googling it like crazy. I cannot sell my home. I can't sell my home. And so I give you a course, like, I don't know, 8 lessons in it that are very important on how you can market your own house. Keep an eye on your real estate agent. All right, so check this out. The housing market may be in a standstill. Americans are growing more psychologically attached to their homes than ever. It says, in the face of ongoing economic and geopolitical uncertainty, the notions of home and a trusted and safe community have become more resonant than ever. All right, let me explain something. First off, people are entrapped in their homes. There are a lot of us that would love to be in a different home, a different area, bigger home, right? Type 1 if you agree. I'm like that. I want some cooler house. Well, who doesn't? I mean, honestly, I'm actually extremely happy with where I live. I love where I live and I'm so grateful, but to have something new and fresh and exciting, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But the problem is people can't. Now, you're about to hear a ton of buzz over the next 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and then I believe in the second quarter of this next year, you're gonna really hear the buzz because there's gonna be a little pop that happens, and it's going to be an emotional pop based off of what the Federal Reserve and the government have planned to try and get you to vote a certain way. I'm not joking. It's going to happen, and you're going to think that everything's over, but it's not. This is akin to what happened in 1998, in 1981, and in 1974. You'll go see the lesson, everybody, so make sure your notifications are on. I'll push out an email to everyone when that lesson's back is on. So people are trapped, and this story is talking about that, but it's putting a different little spin, a little twist on it. In 2023, the residential real estate market headwinds have become headlines. By now, we are all familiar with the toll that higher interest rates, inflation, and economic uncertainty have taken on the sales volume and valuations across North America. But for all the analysts and discussion, one essential factor is consistently absent: the distinction between a house and a home and what emotional equity has come to mean for the long-term durability of demand. Look, the real estate market is 100% all about emotion. That's it. That's what drives prices up. That's what drives prices down. You could talk fundamentals all you want, but when it comes to the single family home, condominiums, things like that, people will make a home. It is all driven by emotion. That's what the big cycle is all about. And once you realize that and you learn these cycles, they're really easy to figure out. And that's why it's going to be pretty darn easy to call this next one. In 2021, I made a plea to this channel, everybody to go out and refinance their home. If you can get a lower rate, refinance it. And I've ran into people like yourself here. Put it down below, your story, that have refinanced, and they tell me how I've saved them tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, okay? Now, I'm telling you, there's a head fake coming this next year, and a lot of people are gonna get sucked in the market, and I'm still gonna be saying, it's crashing. And everyone, they always focus on a little bit of price. Ooh, the payment got down a little bit more, I can just get in. And it is going to push so many millennials and Gen Zs into this market, and they are going to be trapped. And it's only gonna last about 6 months. I guess there's going to be a play for flips, but we could talk about that later. But it is going to happen. And stories like this are going to push people over that edge. It says here, it is well documented that owning a property is the single most important way to build household wealth. It's actually not true. Real estate is, but having other people pay for your real estate is the way to build wealth, right? Your home is not what you think. Yes, if you plan right and you purchase it right, there's cash involved in it, but that cash is dormant. It does nothing unless you access it, right? So you got to live somewhere. And I tell that to people. If you can, right now, there's never been a better time ever if you can find the right deal. If you can buy a house and put the minimum down and the payment is less than rent, you should do it. If you have long-term, work, if you know that you're not going to have to leave, why wouldn't you do that? Right? Even if the price is going down. I've told my story how I've done that too, knowing that the price was going to tank when I bought my house at the top in 2005, but I bought it for a special reason. And I ran multiple businesses out of that. And that house paid for itself 3 times over with the money that I made just in the lot. But you see, most people don't think like that when they buy a personal home. Okay? They get super emotional. And that's how you make money. All right? You got to understand the emotional cycles, the fundamental cycles, the economic cycles with the Federal Reserve, the rates and all that stuff, the bonds, and then you can make very educated decisions and you can make a lot of money. Well, it says here that, you know, it's well documented that owning a home is the greatest way to wealth, right? Well, that's not really true. Even before the pandemic era housing boom that began in 2020, the median homeowner had 40% more household wealth than a renter, according to a consumer survey 2019. Between 2016 and 2019, housing wealth was the single biggest contributor to increase in net worth across all income groups. I want to increase that. I want to show you how to buy real estate during this crash because it's important that you're ready. If you're not ready for this, it's going to be like sitting on the sidelines. I missed out on an incredible winery at like a little less than $3 million that right now today is sitting at, I could probably flip it for 20 million. The problem was I was so close to the transaction and I didn't have enough scratch to get it together in cash. And I vowed when that happened to never let that happen again. And I will be buying that winery in California. I know it's gonna be crazy. I'm not even gonna tell you, I don't even want competition. But my point being is that company's gonna lose it too. Because it's just another cycle. It says here, while a house is typically the single largest investment for most households, the highest individual and emotional metrics that drive home buyers make it tricky to anticipate how they respond to the triggers that inform other major consumer transactions. A house versus a home. It says one example of the power of such responsive emotion is the decision many people made during the pandemic to abruptly move from urban centers. And that is gonna come back and bite people in the butt. As a matter of fact, I'm about to relocate. I'm really considering it. Relocating to a part of America where this happened the most, just so I could sit back, rent, and watch this thing come unfolding, and I will be there first, picking up properties like you wouldn't believe. Again, I can't say too much about that. But my point being is that I'm already getting ready to position myself right in the epicenters of some of these amazing places where people leverage themselves and now they're being called back to work. And I'm already seeing lots of these rentals hitting the market in a way that you're like, oh, they're in trouble. I'm excited about that. The convergence of financial benefit and emotion clout all but guarantees that residential real estate markets will rebound after their recent slump. Well, here's the thing. The truth is the only way that real estate can rebound from its slump is if real estate rate or mortgage rates drop significantly and the other fees, the other costs associated with owning a home drop. So you'd have to have insurance plummet. You'd have to have taxes drop because the house price drops. Well, just so you know, the only way all of those things drop, as a matter of fact, the only way one of those things drop is because you have a lack of buyers in the market, which means you have a collapse. So here's the other reason that people don't get it. And this is what I pound into my students' heads is that collapse happens because the majority of the people can't afford to buy anything, and the rest that can, they completely stop spending. It's very important for you to know that. If you don't, well, then you're not going to be ready for it. If you are, then we're going to go crush it. Hey, the Black Friday sale, boom, there it is. For everyone that's got a TV, if you want to scan this, it's the real estate crash course, how to prepare, how to get your mindset right. And there's 2 bonus courses, Real Estate Media Master, and that's going to help you attract people when this crash happens. So you get this stuff down, they're going to come calling you, okay? You're going to be the sign guy, but better. You're going to use all kinds of media. And then it has Home Seller Pro. If you want to start learning how to sell homes like a pro, or you want to buy it and you want to keep tabs on if your real estate agent's doing a good enough job, because I'm going to tell you right now, not all of them do when it comes to marketing your home, especially if you pick the Bonnaroo one that's super busy and they've got all this other stuff going on. You want to make sure they're doing a good job and you want more money in your pocket. That means you've got to know how to market your home yourself. I put that power in your hands. Look, I hope you guys have a great day. The Real Estate Ninja is out.